Deion Sanders makes emotional plea to God amid health battle as Colorado awaits his return with new timeline. Introduction. Coach Prime's silence sends shockwaves across college football. For months, the silence surrounding Deion Sanders, affectionately known to fans and followers as Coach Prime, has stirred concern, speculation, and a wave of support. The electric energy that once fueled the Colorado Buffaloes program seemingly dimmed this past spring as the team's magnetic leader quietly stepped away. What initially appeared to be a short-lived absence gradually evolved into a protracted and mysterious hiatus, leaving many wondering, where is Coach Prime, and will he return in time to lead his team through the pivotal 2025 season? Now, after more than 4 months in isolation at his Texas ranch, Deion Sanders has broken his silence in the most heartfelt and spiritual way possible. In a deeply personal moment captured through his Instagram story, the ailing coach posted a picture of himself wearing a Colorado hoodie, stylish sunglasses, and his trademark gold whistle, accompanied by a cryptic, yet powerful message: "Restore me, Lord." It was a prayer, a plea, a signal that he's still fighting. And the college football world is listening. Vanishing act, the mystery that shrouded Coach Prime's absence. When Deion Sanders missed the Colorado Buffaloes' spring practices earlier this year, the initial explanation offered little reason for concern. Sources close to the program referred to the absence as temporary and nothing serious. But as weeks turned to months and Coach Prime remained away from the public eye, optimism began to wither. His cancellation of key events, including the high-profile summer football camps and a major appearance on June 8th, raised eyebrows and intensified speculation. The Buffs' faithful waited. Reporters asked. Silence followed. No detailed updates. No press conferences. No Coach Prime on the sidelines. The air of mystery only deepened as social media accounts affiliated with Sanders remained unusually inactive. Fans began to ask, was it a private family matter, a health emergency, or something even more serious? A glimpse behind the curtain, the Asante Samuel interview. The cloud of uncertainty finally began to lift when former NFL cornerback Asante Samuel hosted Deion Sanders on his show in late June. What unfolded was an emotional, honest, and sobering confession from the Hall of Famer. What I'm dealing with right now is at a whole nother level. I lost about 14 pounds, Sanders revealed. I'm coming back, but I needed this. Though he declined to disclose the specific illness plaguing him, the statement confirmed what many feared. Coach Prime's health battle was far more serious than anyone had publicly acknowledged. It wasn't just a physical struggle. The weight loss, the retreat from public view, and the canceled appearances suggested something that cut deeper, a spiritual and emotional burden as well. Family ties and quiet recovery at the Texas ranch. Since at least April 2025, Coach Prime has been quietly recovering at his private ranch in Texas. Away from the buzz of Boulder and the high-stakes pressure of college football, Sanders has surrounded himself with those who matter most: family. Deion Jr., his eldest son, has been a constant presence during this recovery period and offered a hopeful update on June 22nd, saying his father was active and moving around. While fans breathed a collective sigh of relief, they still wondered, would Sanders be back in time for fall camp? Throughout this period, Sanders' Texas property became a sanctuary of solitude and reflection, but also a gathering place for those close to him. From longtime friend Michael Irvin to NFL figures like Adam "Pac-Man" Jones, many visited to offer support and strength. Jones, in particular, played a critical role in delivering the most concrete timeline yet. One more week, Adam "Pac-Man" Jones offers a hopeful timeline. In a recent episode of his BetOnline podcast, Pac-Man Jones, an NFL All-Pro and close family friend, delivered the update Colorado fans had long been waiting for. Deion's doing good. I think he's got another week at home before they get started. He'll be there. He'll be ready to go. It was the first time anyone had spoken with such clarity about Sanders' return. For a fan base desperate for reassurance, Jones' words were gold. Even more uplifting was Jones' assertion of Deion's strength. He's physically strong, mentally strong, and emotionally strong. For a man who once played through pain, defied doubters, and rebuilt Colorado's football identity from the ashes, these were not empty words. They were testament to Sanders' enduring resilience. Faith over fear. Restore me, Lord. A cry for strength. Sanders' return to Instagram marked more than just a visual comeback. It was spiritual. In one post, he stood proudly at his Texas ranch, the Colorado Buffs logo proudly displayed on his hoodie. He captioned the image with the soul-stirring prayer, "Restore me, Lord." In another image, he declared, "I'm coming," echoing the catchphrase that's become synonymous with his larger-than-life coaching style. These weren't just captions. They were declarations of intent, of belief, and of the fierce inner fight to reclaim his role as a leader, not just of a football team, but of a movement. Coach Prime isn't just trying to return to the field. He's trying to return to purpose. The stakes for Colorado: life after Travis and Shadur. In 2024, Deion Sanders orchestrated one of the most thrilling turnarounds in recent NCAA history. The Buffaloes went 9-4, exceeding nearly every preseason expectation. With superstar two-way player Travis Hunter and quarterback son Shadur Sanders leading the charge, the Buffs emerged from irrelevance into playoff conversations. But now, with both Hunter and Shadur having declared for the NFL, Colorado enters an uncertain new chapter. The absence of elite leadership on the field has amplified the importance of leadership off the field, and that's precisely why Deion Sanders' return has taken on monumental importance. Without his charisma, discipline, and belief-driven coaching philosophy, the Buffs risk losing the very identity that made them must-watch television last fall. More than a coach, Deion Sanders' unmatched impact. Deion Sanders is not your average coach. He's a cultural icon, a Hall of Famer, and a motivational force whose presence transforms locker rooms and boardrooms alike. Since arriving in Boulder, Sanders has revamped the recruiting pipeline, put Colorado on national primetime slots, generated unprecedented merchandise sales, attracted celebrities, legends, and media attention. In short, Coach Prime didn't just revive Colorado football, he revolutionized it. That's why his health crisis sent shockwaves through the program. His absence wasn't just felt, it was seismic. The clock is ticking. Fall camp looms large. With preseason fall camp just days away, the urgency surrounding Coach Prime's return is growing. Players are preparing for battle. Recruits are watching closely. And the college football world waits with bated breath to see whether the most captivating coach in the sport will once again pace the sidelines in black and gold. The expectation, per Jones and close sources, is that Sanders will be back within a week. But as with any health-related recovery, nothing is guaranteed. Still, if there's one person capable of beating the odds and emerging stronger, it's Deion Sanders. The emotional undercurrent, a plea for prayer. What makes this story resonate beyond sports is the humanity at its core. A man battling illness, a father leaning on family, a leader praying for restoration. In this latest chapter of Deion Sanders' life, we are reminded that even legends are vulnerable. Even icons need time to heal, but they don't do it alone. Coach Prime's recovery has been buoyed by thousands of prayers, messages, and expressions of support from around the country. From NFL players and college athletes to fans and media members, the response has been overwhelming. And in true Coach Prime fashion, he's used this struggle to deliver a deeper message. Faith, resilience, and belief never go out of season. Final thoughts. Will Coach Prime rise again? There are few figures in modern sports as electrifying, enigmatic, and inspirational as Deion Sanders. Whether breaking tackles, breaking records, or breaking barriers in college football, he has always found a way to rise. Now, as he faces a personal battle that remains shrouded in mystery, he calls upon a higher power for strength. Restore me, Lord. It's not just a prayer, it's a promise. A promise that Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, is coming back. And when he does, the entire college football world will be watching.